That's so tall, yeah, it really did.
It's really,
Sometimes, you know, it doesn't, TV gets all stuff. I must be.
We have some Kalamata olives and red bell pepper. It's part of the ingredients with this rustic loaf of bread I'm making. It'll be ready tomorrow. We'll have to refrigerate this at least 12 hours or overnight for the flavors to mature. And it'll be ready to bake tomorrow afternoon.
And you put it in the oven?
Pardon?
You put it in the oven for how many degrees? Or?
Till the interior temperature is 206 degrees, and it'll be perfectly baked. I'm going to cover the bread like that and put it in the refrigerator for the 12 hours. Say goodnight.
are with Gennaro Caliendo making his classic cheesecake, and he's going to show us how he does it. All right, Pops, so how much cream cheese? Here's the cream cheese. And tell us about this. How much cream cheese, what kind of cream cheese you
This is a small cheesecake I'm making. We're just softening up a pound of Kraft cream cheese. That's the best, that's the only cheese I ever use for cheesecake. We're just softening it up now prior to adding the rest of the ingredients. Okay, we softened it up nicely. And it's ready for the first set of ingredients. Just loosening a bowl.
And for how long did this run? 5 minutes, 15?
5 minutes. Okay. I just melted 1 tablespoon of butter, and I'm seriously greasing this 6" by 2 5/8" inch of baking pan. It's important that it's that high with this size cheesecake. If you want a 9" cheesecake, just double the ingredients and get a bigger pan, a 9" pan. But the height of the pan is very important because the cheesecake will rise up above it, and if it's too small, it'll fall over the sides. Not a good thing. I'm going to spray on top of the butter. I'm going to spray a vegetable spray. Very important. I just added 7 ounces of granulated sugar. I'm going to add a ½ ounce of vanilla extract and a ¼ ounce of almond extract. No more than a ¼ ounce of almond extract, or you'll get a heavy taste of almond in the cheesecake, and it's not nice. Okay?
Okay.
2 eggs will go in the mix. They're not going to go in yet, but two eggs will incorporate into the mix. I want to stress one thing, that in preparing a mix for a cake, you would want to whip a lot of air into the mix to establish the height of the mix. The more air you add to the mix, the higher the cake will go mix. But overbeating will reduce volume, so be careful with that. But with a cheesecake, you don't want to mix it too much. The only ingredient that'll take the air in this mix will be the eggs. So you just want to mix the eggs until they're incorporated, and no more. Or otherwise you'll get air in there, and it'll make the cheesecake rise too high, and it might go over the sides of the pan. And it also promotes cracking. So when you put the eggs in the mix, just until you incorporate them, and that's all, and it goes right in the oven. But okay.
Actually, we missed a step here, but back to the original step when we added the cream cheese to this machine. Dad had added some sugar.
And while we were softening up the cream cheese, we incorporated the sugar, and when we got to after we got through mixing that, we incorporated the vanilla and almond extracts. Now we're gonna put the eggs in there. They're all important step. We're just gonna incorporate them until they're mixed, and then it's gonna go right in the oven. Now we're just gonna incorporate them. Very slowly mix them. There's so many, like anything you do, and you know with cooking too, is the same way. But it's not as acute with baking, because if I incorporated cold eggs in the mix, it would have taken longer to incorporate them, thereby increasing the rising potential of the cheesecake, which is bad. But I put room temperature eggs in, and they were incorporated in about 10 seconds, and I shut it off. Okay, I'm going to put the cheesecake in a water bath now, which is very important. We want to keep the temperature of the cheesecake at a very, very level and even, and also add a lot of moisture to it. I'm going to start add hot water up to halfway up to the side of the baking pan.
Lucky you.
Okay, I put the cheesecake in a water bath, and I'm going to put it in a 350-degree oven, and we're going to cook the cheesecake for about an hour or until the top is golden brown. There's no need for toothpicks or anything to check when it's done, but in an hour we'll be done. Good night.
Oh, I noticed there's no crust.
Not yet. Go on. Well, presto. Go on. Okay, you can see now the cheesecake has been cooked and has been cooling off. It'll lay here for about 3 hours until it's completely cool, and we'll take it out of the pan and put it in the refrigerator for a rest overnight. 12 hours, even up to 48 hours. It seems to me that the longer you let it rest in the refrigerator, the better it tastes, but it could get too old, and then unfortunately you have a problem. But I think a 24-hour rest would be ideal, but 12 hours you could eat it too.
And this is? Dad, what are you doing?
Did you get the fly?
Not yet. What are you putting on the cheesecake?
Some confectionery sugar. You always dress the lady up before you present her. Okay. This is the finished product. We'll cut it now in a unique way. I cut my cheesecake with dental floss. It was the best cut. It's positively the best way to do that. And to cut other things too, but none better than this. Quarter-inch slice, which is already damaged, I'm sorry. Quarter-inch slice.
Nope.
And there's your dessert. Bon appetit. Bye-bye.
Say hello. Can you say hello? Say hello. He's waiting for a voice.
Dad? Daddy picture.
Daddy? Oh, Daddy's going to show you pictures on the phone. Grandma's picture doesn't show phone. Grandma's phone doesn't show picture. Why are you just laughing? It's amazing.
Thank the Lord.
Hold my fin. Hold my fin.
Okay, Mr. Caliendo, here we go.
Caliendo. This begins the shrimp scampi video. We saw the pound of shrimp, 2025 count, deveined and cleaned, Italian parsley, of course, very fresh. Garlic, I used a lot of garlic, sometimes 6 cloves for a pound of shrimp. 4 lemon wedges, and here's your chopped parsley. And here's the ingredients. You're going to have the white wine, salt and pepper, lemon wedges, parsley, and garlic all ready, set to go. This is cooked at very high temperatures. You want to make sure all these ingredients are prepared ahead of time. So here's your saucepan, nice, accommodating about 1/3 of a cup of olive oil, which you're going to be cooking at very high temperature. Add a little bit of butter, add then your white wine, 1/3 of a cup of white wine, let that burn off, and then immediately add your shrimp, salt and pepper, parsley, and cook at a high temperature. And so it should sizzle just about like this.
Delicious.
Baby.
Yes, very good.
Sit. Got some, okay?
4 stars.
Sorry.
Shrimp. Happy shrimp.
Oh, Grandma has to have a timeout.
Grandma.
Shrimp. Is it good? Can you say thank you?
Mom.
Say thank you.
Chicken.
You're welcome.
When you want to make marinara sauce, you put olive oil in the pot, just enough to cover the bottom of the pot, and you put a clove of garlic in there. And while that's warming up, you chop parsley and garlic together, very fine, you mince it. And then when the oil is hot, you pour the parsley and the garlic in there and let it warm up about a couple of minutes. And once that's bubbling, you don't want to burn it, you add your sauce. You could add 2 cans, 3 cans, according to the amount of spaghetti you're going to use. Put a little oregano in there with salt and pepper, and you give it a half hour to 35 minutes. You just keep an eye on it until it gets the right consistency. And it's
That
done.
is the consistency.
And that's it. Beautiful. I used to put in a little bit of thyme,
Pasta.
I put in a little bit of
Pasta.
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 Remember, no cheese on the marinara sauce. This is one sauce that doesn't take cheese.
You're the man. Here we are at the Caliendo family. It's Wednesday, and we're having pasta marinara, angel hair marinara, with Aunt Lisa,
Yummy, yummy.
otherwise known
Thank you
as
for cooking,
Sisterly.
Christopher.
You're very welcome, sweetheart. And
Buon appetito.
yours truly.
That means it's pasta cheese? Wow. That's terrific. What a great combination.
Batman.
Da-na-na-na-na-na-na.
Turkey. Oh, you don't want
A lovely cream puff.
Oh, you don't care for the chicken?
Semplice e rapido.
Excuse me.
No chicken.
I'm
No
busy.
chick, no lamb. No chick, no lamb.
4 stars.
That's a turkey. A turkey.
Ciao.
Okay, you want to try it, Christian? Okay.
Ding, 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 ding,
It's
ding.
delicious. So good at
The little chick is off balance, so he can't get it to stand up. So that
There
can
you
be
go.
frustrating.
There you go.
Yay!
Chicken.
Yay! Little chick.
Chicken dragon. Easter bunny.
That's an Easter bunny.
Is that the Easter bunny? Easter bunny. Chicky, you like the
Turkey.
turkey.
One of these was rabbit.
Turkey.
And put rice, and food. She saw some food in the freezer.
Hat.
No, step on it. That's Daddy's hat. Don't step on it. You hit yourself in the face.
Oh, no. You put it on the horsey. Did you put the hat on the horse?
So much for your hat, Christopher.
Hat.
Hat. Ho. Hat.
Where's Christian? Where's Christian? There he is! Oh, died, fall down. No, up we go.
There you are.
Up we go.
Is he gonna hide?
Where? There he is. I found him. Tim, I can't find him. Where is he? I don't know where he is. There he is. The clams.
Oh.
You forgot the clams. Honey. Too sleepy
Daddy
people.
sings this to me at night.
By dawn's early light, and too much in love to say
say
goodnight.
Keep on, go on.
Do you remember the
Daddy.
night we used to linger in the hall? Papa didn't like you at all, but I was crazy about it. The same drowsy little fellow, sleepy little day. Two sleepy people by dawn's early light, and too much in love to say goodnight. Good night. Good your mother really gets a kick out.
Pizza! Pizza! Pizza!
I just love those
Kristen!
That's her nickname, Pizza.
Oh my gosh, you're so funny.
Pizza!
Pizza comes with a pinch. Christian. You want Christian? Pizza? You want pizza?
Do, go like this. Go, go ahead. Go like this.
There he goes.
I got it. I got it.
Do it again.
You gotta say
Do
pizza.
it again. Do it again. I like Grandma have an accident here.
Yo,
Christian.
make him do it again.
Christian.
He wants to record it.
Christian, pizza. Pizza. Pizza.
Christian, pizza! Pizza!
Christian, look at Grandma.
Show Daddy pizza.
Look, go like this.
Pizza.
Are you so funny?
Do pizza.
Christian. Oh, Christian, go.
Look at Grandma.
Do pizza.
Pizza!
No, do pizza.
Go like this, Christian.
Pizza! 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 Pizza!
He's the pizza guy.
He's so calm.
Pizza. Pizza.
That is so funny.